First Alert meteorologist Dave Turley here with a live view from our Fair and Fair Tybee Island Skycam. Beautiful weather out there. People enjoying themselves at the beaches. Should be a nice day today with that sunshine. And look for those high temperatures getting in the upper 80s to about 90 Hilton Head, Tybee, and more importantly, a low risk for rip currents if you're heading into the water. So what do we have for temperatures out there now? Well, we have a lot of those upper 80s to some low 90s for inland areas. Beaufort is our warmest by far. They're at 94 degrees. And we have a lot of those feels like temperatures now starting to get over 100. Richmond Hill feels like 100 and Beaufort feels like 104. So next couple of hours, we're going to keep that rain chance 10%. Now, it'll be generally along and west of Interstate 95 once we get past that 2 to 3 o'clock hour, but I still think most of us remain dry. And there's those temperatures getting in the low 90s here along the coast with mid 90s expected inland. Nobody's seeing any rain right now on our Fair and Fairer First Alert Live radar. We are pretty quiet. Surface map shows we have dry weather from Savannah back to Atlanta, down to Jacksonville. There's the sea breeze right there, just starting to get going, and that'll move on inland. So that's where we could see at least a slight chance for a shower or storm. But notice we have a lot of the quiet weather for the eastern half of the country. And there's a cold front moving across the central U.S. That's the dividing line between some of the cooler air, only in the 60s and 70s for a lot of the upper Midwest, but it's still feeling like 99 in Cincinnati, also in Nashville, feels like 91 in Charleston, West Virginia. So there's a lot of the heat here and humidity as we get across the eastern and southern half of the U.S. We'll keep it warm and dry tonight. No real big changes coming up for Saturday or Sunday with high pressure and control. Good deal of some sunshine in the forecast. And over the next couple of hours, again, we are going to keep it pretty quiet out there. Hour by hour showing us that there's your rain chance moving on inland pretty quickly. Gone, though, by the 9 o'clock hour. And we'll do it all over again moving into our Saturday. So that's good news if you got college football to watch tomorrow. We'll be high right about 90 here in Savannah. But if you're traveling, watching some of those college games, we are going to see the nice weather there in Atlanta for Georgia and Clemson. Georgia Tech taking on Georgia State, 85. The only rain showers we're seeing is Savannah State traveling down to, I believe they're in Baton Rouge or somewhere there in Louisiana, taking on the Southern Jaguars. Could see some showers there, 81. Into the tropics, couple areas we're keeping our eyes on here. 40% chance of development by the early next week as this area of low pressure will travel into parts of the Caribbean. Right now, we're not too worried about that. We also have another area of tropical wave, which has a 20% chance of development. That one looks like it's going to move into the central areas of the Atlantic. So getting active in the Atlantic, make sure you got those tropical tracks turned on in the First Alert weather app. Your First Alert 7-day forecast. Not much change for our weekend. Bump that rain chance up to 40% Monday and then 70% as we head the next week with cooler temperatures.